Hello, and welcome to the Dr. Kyra Show. We're continuing our Leading During COVID series because we've heard from so many of you all about the topics that you want to cover and the fact that these leadership skills right now are pretty different than other times in human history. Today we're going to talk about how to protect ourselves or how to protect you from failing. Now, failure is something that is a perception. It is your brain perceives that you failed something. So therefore it is possible for you to transcend that perception with a different type of perception, a different type of belief pattern. That really leads to mindset. And for the last 4 years, our group has been researching what is it that causes people to be successful in achieving really, really lofty things, meaning like losing 100 pounds and keeping it off for years, or getting off your medications, or dramatically changing the way that you are in your career. And what we found in every single case is that these people had the same type of mindset. Now, there was a recent article in January of this year in Harvard Business Review that covered just the different sort of categories of mindset that are currently known. One of them is probably the most famous one, which is growth mindset, and that one is about the belief that you can learn something. Another one that they highlighted was learning mindset, which is the belief that you're in it to learn something instead of have a fixed goal or have sort of performance that you're trying to deliver. Now, what we found as a mindset in our research was a little bit of a different take on this. And the reason why I want to bring this up is that it will protect you from failure in particular and lead to your success, and more particularly making you unstoppable. So in this particular mindset, which we are calling the iterative mindset, there are two components. Number one, people who think like this actually approach something as an experiment or as a game. In hip hop culture, people say chalk it up to the game. Like life's a game. It kind of lightens it up when all kinds of serious, horrible things are happening for the folks involved. But it's a way of human resilience, kind of stepping up and meeting the moment with a perception and an attitude of, hey, let's play here, let's experiment here, let's push on this thing and see what we can make happen. The second component to this mindset, which is very powerful, is that of iteration. And that's mostly a word that's used in technology development right now, but I'm hoping that it will explode and be a common term, because it is honestly the most helpful word that I think I know right now that isn't known broadly. Iteration just means that somebody who thinks like this, when they hit up against any sort of obstacle or challenge, they will iterate, meaning that they will tweak it, adjust it, adapt to it, those kinds of things to make it successful to them. And there's two things that they get out of that. Number one is they get confidence and self-efficacy from watching themselves overcome an obstacle. And the second thing they do is that by being ingenious like that, they become more and more creative and more innovative in how they do things. So that is a huge advantage to you as a leader as you go through this time, to be able to adapt, able to not perceive that you failed, because you will lose all motivation to try again, and B, be able to increase your creativity and your innovation level so that you can continue to succeed. I hope this helped you, and I will see you next time.